Monday night, 4 officers on a U.S. Marshals task force team were killed and 4 other officers hurt after trying to serve a warrant earlier today. The 3-hour-long standoff happened this afternoon in Charlotte, North Carolina. Officers there reportedly killed the suspect outside of a home after he fired a weapon at the officers. Those who went to help the injured officers were also shot by a second gunman firing from inside the home. Armored vehicles smashed into the home, tearing down the doors and windows. A woman and a 17-year-old boy were both taken into custody for questioning. Police also say a high-powered rifle was found in that home.
Is there something in the Kool-Aid in North Carolina or something? Let's talk about it. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, and if you haven't yet, please make sure to hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, smash the notification. Yo, I got a crazy story for you guys today. My buddy brought it across my attention earlier that there was just a standoff in North Carolina in Charlotte yesterday, and I guess 4 police officers were killed. One of the suspects were killed, and I'm not sure exactly how many suspects there were, but I know one of the guys had a warrant, and that's what they were doing. They were serving a felony warrant for gun possession and I believe fleeing and looting or something like that. Fleeing and eluding. And so as they were serving it, the guy started shooting at him. So it ended up being 1 local officer died, and I believe 3 DEA agents. Don't quote me on that. I don't know exactly. But let's check this video out and you guys tell me what you think. It's crazy. Wait till you see the aftermath of the front of the house. It is nuts. Let's check it out.
Attention all units. Attention all units. On behalf of Chief Jennings, I regrettably announce the end of watch for Officer Joshua Iyer. Please keep Officer Iyer's family, wife Ashley, 3-year-old son Andrew, his parents, and North Tryon Division family in your prayers.
A final radio call made for Charlotte Mecklenburg police officer Joshua Iyer. He's one of 4 law enforcement officers killed in a shooting yesterday. The other 3 were members of a U.S. Marshals task force. 2 of them identified as officers from the State Department of Corrections, Samuel Peloche and William Elliott. The identity of the deputy U.S. Marshal who died, though, has not been released.
4 other law enforcement officers were also hurt in that shooting. We do know at least 1 Charlotte Mecklenburg officer is in critical condition. It all started yesterday when the task force went to a home in Charlotte to serve a warrant. The suspect was identified overnight as Terry Hughes Jr. He was wanted on 2 charges out of Lincoln County, which is just northwest of Charlotte: possession of a firearm by a felon and felony flee to elude arrest. Police say he shot at officers as they approached the home. Members of the task force fired back, hitting and killing him. Police say a second person in the home began firing at officers as well. There was a 3-hour standoff that ended with 2 people leaving the home and being taken in for questioning.
People in the Charlotte area still trying to wrap their mind around the violence and the tragedy. Condolences coming in from all across the country. Fox 8's Floriana Boardman joining us now live. Floriana, you're very close to where all this unfolded. Describe the scene to us.
Absolutely. Well, you can actually take a look at the house where this all happened. The front portion of the home is completely destroyed. You can see bricks everywhere, sheets, blankets, clothing falling out of the house. If you take a look up, you can see what looks like to be broken glass from bullet holes in those upper windows. It's just a reminder of the violent and tragic event that happened here. CMPD Police Chief Johnny Jennings says he can't recall anything worse that's happened in the Charlotte area. 2 of the 4 officers killed, Sam Peloche and William Elliott, worked for the State's Department of Adult Correction for 14 years. Peloche leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Elliott leaves behind a wife and 1 child. CMPD officer Joshua Iyer died last night after fighting for his life in the hospital for hours. He was a 6-year veteran with CMPD. Earlier this April, he was named the department's Officer of the Month. Iyer leaves behind a wife and a 3-year-old son. This is a loss the entire Charlotte community is mourning.
And the most that I can ask of our community is that we honor and respect them for all the work that they've done, all the work that we will do to make it possible for our city to be safer.
Absolutely tragic. Again, we don't know the identity of the deputy U.S. Marshal who was killed. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. For now, live in Charlotte, Floriana Boardman, Fox 8 News.
Floriana, thank you.
Bro, how crazy is that, dude? That is nuts. These people are getting served warrants and then shooting back at the cops like they're going to have a different outcome. I feel like they just had this death wish. But we have some crazy other videos about it. I'm about to show you guys some videos, right? There's this one video that my buddy showed me on Instagram, and it's a video of the police officers inside the next door neighbor's garage. Let's check that out.
You see the neighbor? Full side contact. He's on the full side. You good? We got one more down over here. One more down.
Bro, how crazy is that to be right there, seeing everything that's going on? They're literally behind your car shooting at this guy. Dude, this is nuts. I can't believe this. I have another perspective of a guy that was, I think he was like a garbage man or a delivery guy, and he just pulls up and is like, oh, and kind of sees what's going on. And it's funny because you see him in his truck, and then later on, as you see the video going, he's like, he's walking away, backing up. But this stuff is crazy. Imagine having these officers in your car, in your garage, right behind your car like this. I'd be like, bro, don't shoot my car. Go shoot him. Forget this stuff. This is crazy. But look at, check this one out, right? This is crazy too.
Crazy, I'll stop right there. Oh, they busting. Do we take cover? Well, they still shooting, boy. Pray for that man. He out here doing God's work. It's crazy because I want to walk all the way over there. Look at this shit, man. Look. Look at that shit. They gonna flip that. They gonna flip that. He get in the car. Boy, he get in the car, they gonna bust that out open. I don't think he can get out of the house though. I think that's what it is. I think he barricaded in the house. Yeah. Look right here. I don't know.
Oh, they busting. They busting. Dude, this is nuts. Imagine seeing something like this happen in your neighborhood. Bro, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, oh, shoot. I'd probably go chill in the basement where I would hope that the gunshots wouldn't be able to hit me. You know what I mean? This is crazy. And to have next door neighbors having the cops lined up in your house. Look at this guy. He's just backing up. Bro, What? This is nuts. I didn't even hear about this until my friend told me. It's crazy how you don't hear about these things, right? Then we have a little bit more about details on the guy himself. Let's check that out.
Investigation into that horrific shootout in North Carolina that killed 4 officers and wounded 4 others, all trying to serve an active felony warrant when the suspect opened fire. ABC's Faith Abube describing the moments that followed.
4 police officers killed and 4 others injured after trying to serve felony warrants in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Shots fired at officer, possibly 1 down. Correction, 2 down. Subjects barricaded himself.
The officers, part of a U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force, descended on this home looking for convicted felon 39-year-old Terry Clark Hughes Jr. Authorities say Hughes opened fire on the officers. Listen closely and you can hear at least 1 gunshot as a stunned bystander records it all. Neighbors describing the mayhem as police took over their house.
They used one of our bedrooms to set up a U.S. Marshal sniper in.
Helicopters hovered and schools put on lockdown during the 4-hour standoff.
We were at the track and we could hear a lot of gunshots.
Overnight, Officer Joshua Iyer, a 6-year veteran of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, succumbing to his injuries, leaving behind a wife and 3-year-old son.
Keep your prayers, keep your faith. Make sure that these officers who have families have people to reach out and hold them up.
And officers Sam Pelosi and William Elliott also died in that shootout. We're waiting for identification of the 4th officer. In the meantime, the police chief says 4 other officers wounded in this shooting are stable, and the suspect died on his front lawn in the shootout with police. In Charlotte, North Carolina, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Yo, that's crazy, right? You know what the funniest thing to me is, right? You've seen one picture of him being a black guy. If this was a white man, he'd be known as a white national terrorist, everything. But because it's a black man, they just try and sweep it under the rug and don't really want to tell you about it. It's funny to me. But I'm glad they got rid of this douchebag. I'm sorry. This dude's not the brightest crayon in the box, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, we don't need people like that in this world. You know what I mean? And they sign their own death wish when things like this happen. But yo, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, smash the notification. It really helps me out a lot. Also, if you could watch one of these other videos, thank you guys for stopping by. Have a great one. Peace.